What's up, bro? It's me, Nicole Greco-Peepas, and I'm here in the best place ever in Queens at Italian Sicilians Do It Better. Let's go.
Italian Sicilians do it better. Oh, can't you see? From cooking to comedy, it's pure family. Turn it up. This groove's for you. Queens in the house, bringing something true.
What's going on, everyone? We're back with another one today. I'm going to be taught how to lose some weight. Is that right, Sal?
Yeah, and I think we're going to be using the word bro a lot
Bro.
this episode, to be honest with you.
Well, I want to welcome everyone, Nicole Greco-Peepas. Did I say it right?
Perfect. I'm having a little technical difficulty with the hoop earrings.
Those are nice and big.
Thank you. I had to look as Italian as possible.
Oh, a little Boricua, too.
I like it.
Yeah.
I heard there's a little freestyle I might hang around for later.
Yeah, you never know. Tonight,
Yeah.
who
A
knows?
little gig tonight.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Sal, for having me.
Sorry it took this long. I know we went back and forth for a while, but I just want to let you know I started working out like
Yeah.
a week ago.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like the size of a house, to be honest.
I think you look great.
Thanks,
What did
I
you start
appreciate it.
doing? Tell me what you started doing.
Nothing really. I always walk. I do a lot of walking.
Okay.
And I said, I need to do some heavy weights, and I went to the gym hard.
Great.
But the first day, I think I went too hard. I almost threw up.
Yeah. No
What
way.
happens with that? I mean, how long is it going to take? That
weeks.
I almost literally made myself puke.
Yeah, 2
I did
weeks.
that stare thing. You know the stare thing? That shit is no joke.
So let me explain to you something about cardio. And as we get older, you really want to weight train more.
Yeah.
I'm serious. The cardio is not as important anymore. If we're really serious,
My doctor actually said that to me.
the cardio is not as important anymore, and you do need to weight train, and that will keep your cortisol level not as high. If your cortisol level goes high, then you're not going to change any weight whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, cardio is great for cardiovascular and long distance.
Right.
If you mix a little HIIT training every now and then,
Yeah.
like do some weights, do some cardio back and forth, kind of like CrossFit,
Right.
then you challenge your heart rate. But listen, I've been doing it for 17 years.
It's amazing.
And I love it.
And
love it. I'm
you
addicted
look
to it.
amazing. That's
I feel great. Thank you,
that's amazing.
Sal. I do. I feel
good.
great.
But let me know when it comes to weight training. Let's just say a newbie.
I'm not drinking any wine, by the way. This is
that's
from church, right?
Yeah,
This
from
is-
the church.
It's the blessed wine from the Pope.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Literally came from Jesus.
Yeah.
So somebody that's starting out at the gym, like I haven't
Yeah.
been to the gym in a couple of years.
Yeah.
When let's just say I go to the gym and my exercise routine that day is chest and buys.
Okay.
Okay, what is a good setup routine to do that? Like how many sets each? What do you recommend?
So simple. 4 sets. 1 is a warm up.
Okay.
So you're going to do 3 sets of 8 the first week.
Okay.
Your bench, curls, no matter what, like curls on the bench,
Right.
different angles of your chest press, 3 sets of 8. And then the following week, you're still going to keep the 3 sets of 8
Okay.
for one warm up, but you are going to up the weight.
Okay.
You have to make sure, and each set, those 3 sets, you got to up the weight.
Yeah.
So say I'm going to start with my chest press. I'm going to put 95 on.
Right.
And I'm going to bang out 8 flat with a barbell. Can you do that? We're going to do a push-up contest later.
Push up. You look, I get down the stairs to come down here. So I have a question because you said, son, you said you worked out so much you almost threw up.
Yeah.
Like what could
Yeah,
lead to
man.
that? Like,
I went back to the gym for the first time and I was like, I
Went
felt
hard out of the
good.
gate.
And it's hard to get energy. That's another thing I want to talk to you about. It's hard to get the energy just to get up and go when you haven't gone in so long.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I had a coffee and I just felt energized. I felt good. And I just
overdid
And it was
overdid
January 1 like everyone else.
No,
so
it was actually, no, this time I waited 3 weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, so I felt good, but then I started doing that stair. I did. That's another thing. Like, what do you do first? Weights, then cardio, or does it really matter?
It does.
It does?
It does matter.
Really?
Yes.
Because I did
that-
weights first, and then I couldn't even pass 10 minutes on the
That's the right
Stairmaster
way.
thing.
That's the right way. I like that better.
Yeah.
And just studies have been seeing as again, as we get older, you have to do the weights first. So if you do that cardio first and your heart rate is so elevated, it's so hard to really gain and grab
Right.
and keep the muscle after.
Okay.
So weight train and strength train first, then you could go and do your cardio. Now listen to me. For cardio, we go hard out of the gate. We go sprints,
Okay.
10-second. Do you know 10, 15-second? That's an athlete.
Really?
You don't have to be on the treadmill for a minute. You know, you don't have to be on the treadmill for, my earring is hitting my mic. You don't have to be on the treadmill for 40 minutes. You don't have to be on it for 30 minutes. You have to do sprints. Think about how athletes train fast, power,
Right.
hard out of the gate. That's what challenges you. That's what's great for longevity. As you get older, that you can keep moving like this, how much power you have.
And I do see people at the gym doing those quick sprints, and then all of a sudden they slow down. So I guess
That's it.
that's
Jump
yeah.
off, quick sprints.
Right.
So you said you've been doing this now 17 years?
17.
When did you discover or fall in love with doing what you're doing? And did you ever think of taking you this far and what you enjoy doing?
No, I was in the fashion industry forever. I worked for Neiman's, I worked for Saks, and then I moved over to Greece. I moved to Greece for 3.5 years with my husband. And my next door neighbor was a karate sensei, a woman.
Oh, wow.
And when you move, my husband was an expat, so he worked for a big insurance company. That's another story. I met him in Greece.
Oh, wow.
Vacation, yeah. You never know.
So this is before you had kids when you moved to
Before
Greece.
I had kids,
Oh, okay.
baby. 28. Oh, yeah. And I go over to Greece on vacation. If we're going to just backtrack and we'll hear the story. I go on vacation with my girlfriend, Sophia. We're going to her cousin's wedding. And this guy, Nick, is invited to the wedding. And Sophia's said to me on the plane going over there, by the way, we're not going to stay at the Athens Marriott. We're going to stay with this guy, Nick. And I'm like, listen, I'm not staying with some foreign guy. Like, it's not going to happen. She goes, no, he's from Roseland. And I'm like, Roseland is literally 5 minutes away from my house.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't get it. What's he doing in Greece? Again, his company sent him over there. I don't know this at the time. I know that he's living there and he's invited to the wedding.
Okay.
So basically, make a long story short, we met. You're all shkashad. When you get off the plane, it's 9 hours and you're a mess.
Right.
So, you sleep, you're jet lagged. He came home from work, and then the next day, we're ready to go to dinner, and we're ready. We're going out. I feel better, and then he's like, who's that? Is that the same girl that showed up here with a hair in a bun and all messed up? And then, listen, he can't resist once you see that. He can't resist. So
I hear him giggling.
he's not. Is he giggling?
He's enjoying it.
So how many years?
Get in
How
the
many years
bathroom.
ago is this now?
I'm married 21 years.
That's amazing. That's great.
And so my next door neighbor, like I said, I live there. So 4 days after my wedding, 4 days after my wedding, I left and I went to Greece. So my wedding, big Italian wedding, Greek as well. The Venetian hour. It's you know how you're walking up the Venetian and they're giving the envelopes. I don't even think I had a box.
Did you get married at the Venetian in Jersey?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I got them married at Nanina's in the park, which is
Nanina's.
close. Okay,
Yeah, I know where that is.
Nanina's.
Did you have a bag?
They have that. They have that. The dance floor is like on like
Yeah.
low,
It's
right?
set
sick.
down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's drops. Yeah, it's like the drop.
Yeah, I used to DJ a lot of weddings over there.
I love
remember.
that.
Yeah.
Jersey.
So anyway, Nanina's. It was. I didn't even have a little box. It was like just giving out the cards and the envelopes, and it was like I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. And, I said to my mother, Mom, maybe it'll be 3 years, maybe it'll be 4. And the best thing she could said to me is, go live your life.
Wow.
We are a very close Italian family. And we're here and we support you, but now it's your turn. Go live your life.
That's great.
And we're here when you decide to come back. So no, my next door neighbor was my karate sensei, Athena, and she was kick-ass. And I don't work over there. I just, I went out for lunch and I met some lovely expat women that just spending their husband's money. And and so we went to lunch, and I was like, I can't do this every day and drink and go to lunch in Greece, even though it was lovely. So I took up karate.
Taekwondo.
Wow.
I did. I Shotokan karate, traditional karate. By the time I left, I was a 3rd degree brown.
That's amazing.
And and that's how
that's how it
fashion.
started,
So
yeah.
I came home. I find out I'm now living at home because we were supposed to move to Dubai.
Oh wow.
Company was leaving, going to Dubai, and listen, I don't care how much we're still Americans, how cool Dubai is. It is.
Yeah.
You're still, I want to raise kids and I need my family around. And I want to
Absolutely.
be back in the United
Absolutely.
States.
Yep.
Okay?
No matter what, you're always gonna have that old school tradition inside your blood. So
That's it. So get me the fuck home, Nick.
Yeah.
So get me home. So we went home.
Back to Jersey,
We
right?
go back to Jersey. We don't even have a house yet. And I'm living with my mother-in-law. So I'm living with the Greeks. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, God rest their soul, both of them. They were the best people ever. My mother-in-law is cleaning with this orange cleaner. And I'm like, what is this shit she's using, you know? And it's making me throw up. And I go, your mother is using this stuff. It's not.
Polish the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, why is she using this to clean? I'm pregnant.
yeah, I was just gonna say that you were pregnant.
I'm pregnant. And I don't even realize it. So I have no house. I'm pregnant. My mother-in-law's making me sick every day with the cleaner. And no, it was a best time ever. And then we wind up moving, staying in Jersey, and never went back to Europe again, just to vacation. And we love to go back to Greece. Listen, Greek beaches, and I'm sorry to say, I'm going to say it. Don't censor me out. Beat any Italian beaches whatsoever.
Well, did you ever go to Sicily?
No.
Okay. So we first go to Sicily.
Well, Sicily, Sardinia has nothing over.
No, Sardinia, but Sicily is literally like, for example, there's one of the clearest waters in the world is San Vito lo Capo. It's the southern part of Sicily.
Okay.
Like literally, you could like take a boat and get to Africa. That's how
Really?
close it is.
That's why we're half baked.
So, so exactly, the water there is so clear.
Yeah.
Like that's the furthest you go. But I've heard also Greece. I mean, their beaches are amazing.
Greek beaches are
But
sick.
people, that's why Sicily is such an underrated
Yeah.
tourist place, because Sicily keeps it to themselves. They don't want tourists to come in.
No.
They can make it more touristy, but they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the beaches there alone and the food.
Well, the
and
White
everything.
Lotus made it huge.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking advantage now of Sicily and Taormina
Right.
from after the show.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So I mean, the beaches alone, the food alone, it's
Yeah.
just like I was at. This was back in like 2007, and I was at San Vito lo Capo, and I look around, and I'm like, I remember thinking to myself, this could be so beautiful. It could be like they can put resorts here.
Yeah.
Like that's how amazing it was. But no, they just had like the beach. They had some cabanas cooking food,
Right.
paneles, and all this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But I'm
Simple.
like, yeah,
Simple.
simple. That's how they. That's exactly.
And then
it.
the fusion between the Sicilians and the Greeks,
Yeah.
you know, from when the way we dress to the way we eat is very so similar.
Very similar.
So I have a couple of friends that are Greek, and you know, I got to witness that at firsthand because I went to their house. I mistaken them as Italians.
Sure.
Yeah.
The same passion for family, the same. They're just exactly the same. But the northern you go in Italy, the food changes.
Absolutely.
yeah.
The spices and the foods and all that fusion it changes.
So my father's Napolitan, but my mother is Sicilian.
Born here or there?
My father, they're both born here.
Okay.
Yes, they're both born here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up as a kid?
I grew up in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
It's Jersey,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, Jersey. Very close to Newark.
Okay.
And that's where they all migrated to. My father had was the Brady Bunch, 3 boys, 3 girls, and they all lived in the same house, one on each floor.
Wow.
And my father and my Aunt Rosie is the last 2 living. They're doing quite well. And yeah, I mean, listen, that's all we know is tradition. And believe it or not, it's changing now. It's changing that you're seeing it come back. I see it with my children. They look forward to Christmas Eve all together with the family. They look forward, you know.
It is coming back because we miss it.
It's,
So now
it's coming back.
Yeah.
And it's my generation raising the kids in that teen, and like yourself, in that teen, that shows them that family comes first. You know, and we do this with the family. Listen, no matter what, New Year's Eve, go ahead. You go out, you want to go out with your friends, you want to party.
Yeah.
You got to be home for 12 o'clock, you know?
Right.
We always did. The New Year's was always around, usually with the family.
Yeah.
We played games, you
Yep.
know, we played cards,
Yep.
ate lentils.
I said lentils. And it's funny because I didn't know about lentils until I got
Good
married.
luck.
Because we used to do other things. There's so many
Grapes, 12 grapes.
I heard about it, one wish for every grape, was it? As you eat it, someone said. I never heard that either.
Me neither.
So someone at work told me, goes, yeah, did you have the 12 grapes? I'm like, no, what is that? It goes, you eat 12, and as you're eating it, you're making a wish until midnight.
Really?
So you're doing it by the
Oh,
second.
I didn't know that.
So I was like, wow, that's different.
And the Greeks have their own tradition at midnight. They eat, Nick, what is it, cocoretzi? I don't know. It's like, what? Oh, the pomegranates.
Pomegranates.
Yes. And very similar.
Yeah.
So with the, what kind of mom are you at home? Like, do you wake up at 6 o'clock and we're working out? Like, does everybody
you
know?
Listen, my son's in college. He's the spitting image of me. He's going to College of Charleston.
Okay.
Fun. Charleston is fun. Beautiful.
Really?
Wow.
Beautiful. Great restaurants. You know, listen, he's living a frat life. He's,
That's right.
you know, he's into the gym. My daughter, on the other hand, wants to be everything opposite of her mother. You know, that's what you're going to see. There's always going to be one. But no, it's we're getting closer as we get older. She's kind of a theater geek.
Okay.
So it's different. I guess I am as well. You know, I'm not into the theater, but I'm kind of dramatic.
Okay.
You know, so she is looking at art school in Savannah.
Okay.
She's a graphic artist.
That's
And yes, it's that whole left side of the brain that I don't even know if mine even exists.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Left side of the brain, like we can't even
Right.
figure it out. Like, how do they do this? She's self-taught artist.
what do you kids think of what you do? And like from social media, I've seen that you also made it on some TV episodes.
Yeah.
Them watching their mom doing what she loves and getting it somewhere. What did they say about that? Like, have they ever expressed their?
They don't say it to me, but I hear it because they say it to their friends.
Oh, really? They won't tell you.
No, but they're proud of me in other ways.
That's awesome.
I see it. Listen, I believe it or not, I have, and if you believe in the practice or not, a psychic had said to me, very good friend of mine, a psychic, a medium, you know, I said to her, why is all this happening now in my life? I don't want to say my age,
Right.
but I am, I'm 50. Okay, whatever.
So you said it.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Why is it happening now? And why didn't it happen at 35?
You know what? You want to hear something crazy when it comes to? Do you know KFC? Right, not that I
Yeah,
eat
the
KFC.
chicken, I would never eat it.
But do you know how old he was when he started
No,
KFC?
I have no. Who, the Colonel
62
Sanders?
years old.
Wait, Colonel Sanders was a real guy?
Yes, he
Okay.
started KFC at 62 years old, and he became a multimillionaire. There's never
Wow.
a wrong time
Yeah.
and to start anything. There's other things too. I have a friend of mine that his dad opened up a successful deli in downtown Brooklyn, and he opened it up at 45 years old.
Yeah.
And this deli, like literally, like it raised the whole family. That's how successful it was. It
Wow,
was like
that's wonderful.
right across the street from the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's never.
So you're sure things didn't come out of that deli that was, just cash only from the back of the truck?
Who knows, right?
Some Louis Vuittons, no.
Yeah, but I'm hearing more and more that who speaks about that. There's a motivational speaker that I always listen to.
Tony Robbins, no.
Not Tony Robbins.
Is he still around?
I don't know. I forget his name. It'll come to me though. But they say it's never too late. I mean, you
Yeah.
started this at what age?
Just a couple years ago, it started happening. A friend of mine said to me, it started with this woman, Christmas Abbott. Christmas Abbott was huge in the CrossFit world. That was my world, CrossFit, for like 12 years. Christmas was the first NASCAR pit girl
Okay.
to change tires. She was cool as hell. and she's gorgeous. So she's changing tires in the pit. And she said, back then in her life, and then, she got into CrossFit and then she just took off. So I had a chance to meet her through Instagram, and she goes, Nick, you're more than just teaching class at Equinox. You have a great personality. I love to help people no matter in what state they are, but again, that's what I do. I help people want to look better naked,
Right.
feel better, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it comes as a life coach as well. I know so much of my clients' lives, So it started with Christmas, and Christmas said, Nicole, you need to make an app. I go, an app? What do you mean, like a fitness app? She's like, yeah, you got to make a fitness app. You got to get out there. They have to see who you are. So she pushed me to go make a fitness app.
Right.
I launched it a year ago, January 2nd. So it's been a year. I might have maybe 18 to 20 people on the app still in a year. It's fine.
This app is something that nurtures you how to
work out.
Okay.
It's a challenge. It's a 3-week challenge, a 6-week, and a 9-week challenge. So it goes in steps. And you work in your home with no weight. And then you have some weight, and then you have even more weight, to buy a weighted vest, a jump rope, whatever. So it works in steps. Again, every good fitness influencer, trainer has an app. What do I know? They all have an app. So I started with the app. My girlfriend meets me in the coffee shop and she goes, Nick, some of your Instagram videos are hysterical. You don't know anybody's name and you call everybody bro.
It's the personality. You hit the personality you have was just that it's taking you where it's taking you now. So
Oh, thank you, Sal.
absolutely.
it is. So yeah.
So that's how bro started.
Yeah.
Because I actually used to forget everyone's fucking name in the gym.
Yeah.
And so I can't remember everyone's name.
Exactly.
So it's just, what's up, bro? And everyone, when I was with Sal and Valentinette, is bro a Jersey thing? I think it's a Northeast.
I thought the reason why I thought you were from
Yeah.
Staten Island because bro is a really big Staten Island thing.
Oh, it is?
It is. That's why I thought you were from
I
Staten Island.
thought it was, just more Jersey.
Yeah, it's huge in Staten Island, bro.
So,
It's like Queens finishes it. Queens says brother. The whole
Yeah.
thing.
oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the younger generation says bra.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, my daughter's constantly saying,
Yeah,
calling me bro. I'm not even that anymore.
Now I know. I haven't been, they all call me bro now.
It's crazy.
So, so that's how bro started. So bro actually has an acronym. It's building relationships organically.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's what I think of, my community and my people and my, people that train with me, and we're all like-minded people. We all just want the same exact thing. We're all bros. And it's about family and freedom and, the whole nine. I wanted it. We just finished something that's in the works right now for athletes.
Okay.
So we are ready to launch that for a drink for the youth. For the youth out. There's so much stuff out there.
Yeah.
And what these parents are giving their kids because it's fucking cool is just junk.
Yeah.
And hopefully some things start changing now
Yeah.
with the dye and this and that, but still, it's still bad.
Right.
So I came up with something that's mother approved, doctor recommended, athlete approved. So hopefully bro will take off.
So how many doors have opened for you when it comes to the working? I mean, I know you've been training the Housewives. Right?
I used to train Teresa forever. We're very good friends. We've been friends for 25 years. We hang out.
That's great.
We got a great group of girls that we see each other once a month. And she knows that these are her true friends. So the other Housewives came and we became friends, and Dolores and Jennifer, but nothing beats the relationship that I have with Teresa.
That's great.
Yeah, so I trained her forever, for years. And then all of this started happening right now, and I didn't have time, to go there. But that doesn't matter. She's in good hands. We do Pilates once every now and then together. And it doesn't matter if I'm trying, we still have a great relationship. And my my fitness career just kind of took off a little bit in a different direction and started being more influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about, like, today losing weight? There's so many different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Me, one of them, I have a challenges on it. I got on keto, I think it was 4 years ago. I lost
Okay.
100 pounds.
Yeah.
But
See what happens.
But it hurt me with my cholesterol, and I can't find nothing else that helped, right?
Okay.
So why I'm saying that, because I know a lot of people that turn to medicine. What are your feelings on the medicine? Could that be dangerous for the person?
Ozempic, GF1, Wegovy, they're all different. Think about something. It's like America created it, and now we're giving you this. It's a full circle. It's like, here, you need us for this, but yet we're putting all this shit in the food. You know, so we have to square that away first.
Right.
But listen, do I think that it's safe if it's done in the right way? You cannot stay on this for the rest of your life. And the problem is that's it. Usually once you're on it, you're on it. You get the Ozempic face, the butt, you lose the weight, but you have to strength train.
Right.
You have to strength train. Now, I do some fad diets just to tell my people. I've been doing carnivore, similar to keto, and I love it. Hide this. I'm not supposed to be drinking. No, really. I love it. Very similar. If you start working out with the keto, you wouldn't have the high cholesterol. You really wouldn't. You know, you were just probably doing that. If you were doing, were you working out?
No.
That's it. Just start walking. I say to all my clients, I understand where we live. Just start walking, everybody. Just start walking. You'll see a difference 3 days a week. Try 45 minutes.
I always
You do
suffered
it all the
from my
time.
dad. I always suffered from high cholesterol. My dad always had it. It's just in our blood. But once I started walking, I started the walking exercise about 5 years ago. And in the winter, it's a little harder, but I always did it consistent.
Yeah.
3 to 4 days a week,
Yeah.
4 miles a day, sometimes 5 days a week, sometimes every day. But it worked and helped so much when it comes to my cholesterol because it just, you know, I get my yearly checkups and they're not an issue anymore.
If you are eating good grass-fed meat,
Yeah.
high protein. Now, like I said, I've been doing carnivore. So butter, beef talon, steak, fish. So, okay, I have kept some vegetables in. It's the salad, believe it or not,
It's the worst.
is the worst.
Really?
The salad actually does as an expander. You know, in your stomach. I'm just going to have a salad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to have a salad with chicken for dinner because, no, it's the worst. Is the salad as it expands. If you do good grass-fed meat, good fish from a fishmonger, you know, believe it or not, it's like a bullshit that your cholesterol is going to go up.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, man. Like,
Well, you probably runs in the family.
I got addicted to that diet. Like, I was,
yeah, to keto.
oh man, the doctor is what drove me off of it.
Oh.
But I never felt so good,
Yeah.
so energy, and
So let me ask you something. You were doing it. You did it for how long?
for 1 year,
And you worked out with it or you didn't?
I didn't.
Why didn't you? Yeah.
So what was difficult about that the most is you're on the road. What's the easiest food to turn to? Junk food.
Junk food, fast food,
So I started changing that.
meal prep.
Meal
meal
prep, fasting, and
That's
that-
also what I started.
Intermittent
meal prep.
fasting, yeah, meal prep. Listen, it's not so hard to make 12 pieces of chicken on the grill on a Sunday. I'll put like 10 mashed sweet potatoes in the oven. Okay, and I'll grill and I'll roast broccoli, and then throw them in the Tupperware. There you go. There's 5 days a week. Just give me 5. Give me 5 at the meal prep. Don't even worry about the weekend. You know, yet you do have to, you know, scale that down as well. The weekend, I eat so good during the week, and then the weekend I want to live a little. Well, think how many weekends there are to how many weeks there are. It actually can hurt you. You know, but again, you got to watch the sugar. It's what it is. It's always the sugar.
What's your belief in the food? Like the United States, there's so many speculations on how
It's
much
fucking shit.
compared to
Well,
Europe.
do you go to Greece a lot?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah,
you're
same
eating
thing.
at Greece, when you're eating,
I come home, I'm skinny.
right, exactly. It's just you feel totally different. You know,
I'm having a croissant in
It's-
the morning. Why? Why am I having a croissant in the morning and not getting bloated?
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly.
People.
too.
That's
saying
what
they
they
don't get
have. Like you go to
bloated.
Sicily, they
Same.
got croissants. When I went to Sicily for the summer with my uncle, he's like, "Oh, let's go for breakfast." We go to
Yeah.
the cafe, croissant full of sugar and almonds,
Chocolate,
and a
right?
chocolate in
Yeah.
the middle. I'm eating it, but like you said, I don't feel like shit. And they're skinny.
Why?
just
Yeah.
like-
Now we have the pasta here. You have to go to the, your butcher, your
Yeah.
good Italian deli. You got to get the dried.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to get the cold. What is it? Cold pasta. It shouldn't look yellow.
Right.
It should look white.
Isn't it
Cold press.
cold press? Which way is it? Is it the darker the pasta, the better, or the lighter the pasta, the worse? Which way did they say it is?
I think it's the light.
The
I think
lighter,
it's
the
supposed to be
worse?
The light is the better.
The better.
It shouldn't look yellow.
Got it.
It shouldn't look like that.
Yeah.
And this gluten-free pasta that's out, forget about it. That's a gut killer. It's going to kill your gut.
So I'm guessing you're against diet sodas, diet anything. That's probably not good for you.
Forget about it.
Yeah. My
Drink this over that.
You know, my son, he has celiac, so he's gluten free everything. So,
Yeah.
but he has sometimes his sugar is a little high, or everything's rice based, or it's sugar. Like
Yeah.
the thing is, eating gluten free, you're eliminating the gluten, but the sugar is.
Do you realize gluten-free how much butter and fat is in it to
Yeah.
make it? You think that I'm gluten-free, it's easier, it's better. No.
No, I know. That's why you have to even it out on how you eat. You have to be careful. On
So
what
I do
kind.
these diets so I can tell my clients, I just did this, I feel great. This is what I do every year. Every year I do something called 75 Hard. I've been on numerous podcasts and I talk about the same thing. 75 Hard is 75 days. Andy Frisella created it years ago. Great guy. 75 days. No alcohol. 2 workouts a day. One has to be outside no matter what. No matter what. Rain, snow, no matter what. 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes. Clean eating. You have to follow a diet of your choice. I said no alcohol. Take a picture of yourself every day. Drink a gallon of water every day. And also read 10 pages of a book. Notice how it gets into the mind. I started walking without my phone, without my headset. And oh, look at what this Stunad did
You
to
start
his
noticing
house.
more stuff.
Yeah.
Look at what he did. Why did he do this to his house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would he paint it that color? You start noticing things. You got to get outside.
So what is that called?
75 Hard. I
75.
do it every year, usually around February. So it's 75 days. So it's 3 months.
So it was 2 workouts.
2
but one of
workouts
them
a
has to
day.
be outside for 45 minutes.
That's right.
Read a book for up to 10 pages.
10 pages a day. Got to
Picture
take
of yourself.
every day. That's for you. It's just for you. It doesn't have to be posted.
Right.
A gallon of water.
Gallon of water.
No, follow a diet of your choice. No alcohol.
So 6 things.
Not
6
even
things.
well, wine's good for the heart.
If it follows in, exactly. If it follows in, see, I count macros.
Yeah.
Another way to also, people don't realize if they count their macros. What's a macro? It's your protein, your carb, and your fat in each meal. In each meal.
Yeah.
I base my food all day long around my protein. I said to Nick, we're going to go to the store after this. What am I having? I'm having branzino or fagri, as they would say in Greek.
Yeah. So Nicole, as we know, social media blew up in 2020 during COVID. So how much do you feel that social media helped you when it comes to, putting yourself out there with your workouts and teaching people a lot of workout activity? Did you also start at that time? Is that when it really blew up for you?
I started way before then, but social media helped me with everyone seeing who I actually am,
Okay.
the personality behind Nicole. You need to train with someone. I have an app, and it, like I was saying, and it works. But again, you have to be face to face. I know everything about my clients.
Okay.
And just that, I'm the hairdresser, I'm the bartender,
Right.
I'm everything, I'm their shrink,
Yep.
and that's it. So you do need that social connection.
Okay.
Social media is important, But again, it's not time away from your family or your friends. You know, stop scrolling, put it down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, and you got young kids, and you got to show them that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I was gonna say. Is
Yeah, we're strict with that. As like his daughter and our daughter, like we're very close. Our kids are very close. But when it comes to like, we are strict with that. Like my kids get time on the iPad, YouTube, but
Yep.
it's limited. It's not all. It's not an all day thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just. So yeah, I try to.
we tried to.
That's why you don't see my kids on my social media.
no, I don't. I don't
know,
see your
'cause
kids.
I
I didn't
don't-
even know you had kids.
You know, so that's why
Yeah.
I keep that private, and I.
Yeah, I thought you were 28, Sal.
I don't.
All the ladies thought you were.
I never seen you smile so much.
Right. That's my camera,
Sal.
right?
That's you right
Sal,
there.
what's your prescription? Do you even know it? Because I
It's
wear
it's
contacts.
definitely progressive, but I don't know why. What's
Yeah,
going on?
no, because I my eyes are just as fucked up.
Yeah, I'm fucked
No,
up.
I know my eyes are too.
I can't see shit.
No,
It's
neither
gotten
can I.
worse as the older I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I used to
There's
wear
some
glasses
supplements
just for
that would
reading.
help with that. Supplements. Yeah,
I'm
some
scared
turmeric.
to do LASIK. I won't never. I don't think I'll ever do LASIK.
But again, with the LASIK, even with us, you still you'll be able, but you won't see close, right?
Yeah. That's my issue. Close.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
I can't see shit. You put something in front of me without my glasses, I can't see it. You
I
put it like
can't
down
see
there.
far as
No,
all.
I'm the opposite. Yeah.
When did that start for you?
I was a kid, but it used to only be for reading.
Yeah, me
But
too.
then as you get older, your eyesight gets worse, and now
I
it's
think I'm starting to see that now because my wife would say I have eyes of a hawk. Like I always see something before anybody. Now I notice at nighttime,
yeah.
especially when it rains, I have such a hard time
yeah.
focusing on the lanes.
Yeah. You got to get a little
Is that the
read.
perks of the 40s? Is that what a...
No,
But
that's.
But
that's
again,
common.
you know, here we go. What did our parents do? They threw glasses on us.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad thing,
had
but
them
what
young.
happened if we didn't? What happened if we actually didn't? Would our eyes become better?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
like
a good
wor-
point.
yeah, like muscle themselves back.
Would they become better? You know, like I told my girlfriend, she had to just go put her dog down, and it's like losing
A family
a
member.
family member. It's horrible. And I said, do me a favor, Rosa. If you go and get a new dog, just do something. Just try it. Why not? You got a lot of money. Why not? Don't give the dogs vaccines. Let's see what happens.
Right.
Why not? We're taking all these chances. They throw all this shit at us.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like my kids are vaccinated,
Right.
but there's some things now I question. Why did I?
Yeah. I
You
think we
know?
all do. Yeah.
We all did. But I said, why not take a chance with the dog and see if you get a new dog?
Yeah.
The same thing with our eyes. I don't
have
want
a-
to.
I have a son. My son's on the spectrum. I always
No
second
way,
guess
really?
it.
Say,
You know what I mean? I always second guess certain vaccines that. Was that necessary? Did
Yeah.
I really need that
Now,
vaccine?
how old is that?
He's
How old is he?
14 now, but he's doing great.
Wait
He's
till he
not-
hits puberty.
Oh, he's hitting puberty.
Yeah,
He's
wait
high
till he hits
functioning.
it. Yeah.
Thank God he's high functioning.
Yeah.
But I've always as a kid,
Mm.
because I remember when he was 1-2 years old, he was fine. He started showing signs after when he was almost 3.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why all of a sudden? And it's just
Listen, we have to push it as parents. We have to question everything. That's all.
yeah.
We got to question everything. I didn't know we were going to get so serious today.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
no,
Jesus, this is heavy.
Shit.
I'm one that I hate medicine.
Oh, really?
Like if you see me take a
you don't
Tylenol-
even drink.
I don't even drink.
Yeah.
And I'm still nice and plump.
That's all right. More do you love? Right, Ends? More do you love?
She's a great cook. That's the problem.
I love it.
So I don't even
Does
like.
she only cook Italian?
Mainly, she like the Sicilian-based style cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's different Sicilian than it is Italian? Like where they use garlic to lemon or...
I just like it. I think the spices again, and some of the stuff are related to more like that Greek culture,
Yeah.
even the Arab culture.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of everything in us.
Oh yeah, I'm actually like 5% Greek. I did my
you did?
ancestry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5% Greek.
I got a funny story about that
like
stuff.
4%.
I wonder
I'm
what
like
I
90
am.
Yeah, I'm 90% Sicilian, like
Yeah.
5% Greek, and like the other 5% Levantine, which is a form of
What
Arabic.
the hell is that?
It's a form of
It
Arabic
is?
because Sicily was ruled by the Arabs
That-
in the
that
ancient
I know.
times.
Lebanese and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So here's a funny story about this DNA stuff test. There's a lot of people out there like I don't want my DNA in the system, right? And there's a lot of people who don't care. So I actually know someone that did that swab test just to see what kind
Yes.
of background history he has.
Yeah.
And he's like 40 something years old, married with kids. By doing that, they discovered he had another daughter
No.
in a different
that's
country.
Common. That's common. You know, that's
Great.
And because of that, that's what chimed. And the girl, the daughter, came to America to find the father.
No way.
yeah, it's common.
How crazy is that?
Maybe he didn't want to find her. Did he know about her?
No, he knew nothing.
He knew nothing. The mother kept it from him.
Yeah, he knew nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
wild, right?
believe it or not, how common that is. It's nuts. People finding out they have kids somewhere else they had no clue about. You know,
Well, we were talking about this before. You know how many Greeks are in Sicily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
oh yeah, a lot.
there's a lot. You got to go there,
I know. Nick.
Nick.
I want it, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
We're going to Portugal this year.
My sister-in-law is Portuguese.
No way.
Yeah,
I heard it's great.
it's amazing. I heard it's and the people are amazing. Like they're so
They're so friendly.
friendly and like
Yeah.
my sister-in-law has that family that is just like it's literally like the Brady Bunch. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like that's how they act. That's
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
For the holidays, they got place cards on the tables, and
So
you know what I
wait.
mean. It's just
Yeah.
they're very very family oriented more than you think. Like you think Italians are family oriented, but Portuguese people, it's
I love that.
another
I
level.
didn't know that. Yes. We're going to go to Portugal and hopefully we can go to Greece.
Swing left. Or is it swing right?
I don't
Nicole. What'd you bring here? I'm gonna take a bite.
Let's go, bro. Let's have a little pastry.
For your Dells.
Listen, I don't want to. We're not on a. It's a holiday on
Enzo,
Monday.
you see it? You get this, Enzo?
It's
Yeah.
it's a holiday. Let's see what
We got
You eat
cannoli
cannoli?
straight up. I love cannoli.
you do.
It's the best.
Is there a good crunch? No, it's
No,
good.
good.
See, isn't it good? From Palazzone, my good friends
Very good.
in Jersey.
Tempting.
Show's almost over, right? Because I'm lactose intolerant.
Wait, are you? The bathroom's right here.
It's actually
underneath
good leather. It's gonna hold. You got.
underneath the phone. What is this drop ceiling like 5 something? You can't bring any tall people down here.
No.
You can't bring any tall people.
It's really good.
Is it good?
I have such a sweet tooth. I
You
was
gotta
eyeing
taste
that.
the lobster tails are what they're known
I
for.
think after the show, I'll make you a great
I
cappuccino,
would love one,
and then we're gonna.
but it's after 11.
There's no rules.
Is there a rule? No, there is.
Sometimes we have it at midnight.
Swear to God.
Swear to God, you can't have coffee.
When you go to Italy, you order a cappuccino after 11 or whatever.
They tell you no.
No.
Why not?
What do they have? Espresso? No.
Yeah.
Espresso. It's the same thing.
Well, a cappuccino is what is it? 90% milk,
Milk.
shot of espresso.
Yes, milk is for the morning. Well, your cereal, well, your farina.
Yeah. So Nicole, what do you miss most about the times when we grew up? Like I'm talking about like the 90s, the
forget
2000s, the 80s that we don't have today. You know, my stuff is mostly back in the day stuff that I do.
Yeah. I love it. I love
I
it.
keep it to that because I can't believe the nostalgia that people
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
So what do you miss mostly about that time?
I miss taking my bike, going to my friend's house and see if she's home.
Wait, motorcycle?
No, fucking
Bicycle.
But I can
fucking
see you
mongoose.
driving a motorcycle.
No, I don't. I had a mongoose. I had a purple
Hey, get a
mongoose.
motorcycle for Christmas.
Purple mongoose I had.
Mongoose. I used to have a mongoose.
Right? With the pack pegs, with the back pegs.
Yeah.
I had. Yeah. But no, that kind of
absolutely.
growing up.
I mean, I used to go.
That I miss.
I used to go out. My mother
That
would see me for
mixtape.
hour.
On Friday night or Saturday night taping,
Yep.
holding it down
Yeah.
and taping
Yep.
the club or whatever.
Right. Running to the stereo to make sure you got the song that you wanted to record it.
Oh,
You know what I
God,
mean?
so
Like the things
great.
that we had to deal with. We had the CD changer on the visor of the car. You know what I mean? We used to put the
CD
CD changer in the trunk.
Yes.
What
Did
about
you have a phone in your car?
No, I had a phone in my car.
What? My father had a Vanderplush Jag, and he had a
Corded phone.
With the corded phone?
with the installed in the
wow.
in the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I got in a little trouble. Listen, I was a bad kid. I was bad. I stole the car at like 14.
So did I. That's how I learned how to
15, That's how I
drive.
learned how to drive.
I used to take my father's 1987 Buick Regal out.
Beautiful.
He had no clue because he always took the train to work. So every day would be parked in a different spot, but he never knew. He never.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to drive.
I was 15 and I told my neighbor we're going to go to Mecca Magic to go get our Halloween costume. And he goes, Nick, we're not walking to Mecca Magic. I go, no, we're going to take my father's car.
Yeah.
He goes, Nick, you don't drive. We're 15.
Yeah.
I got it.
I used to do the same. I used to take my mother's mom's the Millennia. Sorry, Ma.
It's
Did it all the time.
You see
great.
that, and you know what? Also, I got to be honest. And you have no boys. You have a boy, like that. The boys, the whole thing in school now. You know, like the boys don't fight.
Yeah. No bullies. No bullies.
Bully.
They
Even
fi-
the
they-
girls.
They fight here now.
I listen. I went
right
to.
there.
I went
Bullshit.
to. I started school not speaking English. I came here in '86.
Forget about it.
I
You
was
were
5
real.
years old,
Yeah.
so I remember getting bullied as a kindergarten. I still remember. I'm so scarred.
Do
from
you
it.
really?
Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I still remember it.
Dude, I remember telling.
But look what it brought you to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like boys' testosterone level is horrible because of this.
Yeah,
Right now.
absolutely. Yeah,
You know, what do? They go out, they get pissed off at each other, they fight, and then what do they say? See you tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah, we used to be
You
like,
know?
meet me behind the handball court.
That's it.
And that's
It was
what we
like
did.
when we were kids, it was totally different. Like I would go out in the morning, especially in the summertime. I'm like
Never come
10
home.
years old. My mother had, there's no phones.
No.
No
I would come
clue.
home black. My hands are black. I'm filthy, and like
Filthy.
You know what I mean?
Pitbull.
Right, but you know what it was? Our parents weren't worried because the news wasn't in our face,
In our face.
the way it is today. That's why we're afraid to do that with our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
2020, I stopped watching the news. After
Yeah.
2020 and after all that, I stopped watching the news, and I was addicted.
Me too.
I was addicted to it, and I stopped, and we feel so much better that we don't.
Social media has turned
know.
into the news, if you think
It
about it.
it has.
That's
It
the
has,
problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
But now it's starting to turn that people are starting to see for themselves. Some of them, there's always going to be that crowd that says, "Hey, listen, go sit in that corner and put on that hat and stay there for 5 hours because something's going on." They're going to do that. And there's some people that say, "Wait, is this right?" And question it. So, and people are waking up a little bit more. And hopefully the younger generation is.
yeah.
You know what my wife did for my kids for Christmas, which brought back good memories? We bought them a record player.
I love that.
Yeah.
And they got records now. And
Yeah, you know how much records are?
yes, we have. Of course.
Forget about it. It's
Can
easier to you know how much a record is now. Well, you're not getting a 45.
Well,
What's
it depends which one. It could be $40.
Yeah, exactly. I know what she's paying. My daughter's into records too. Forget it. Like, well, you buy it's like $70 for
Yes,
a record.
Yeah, but it's the
Jackson 5.
Jackson 5. But it's the experience. Like my kids looked at the record like, "Dad, how do you go to the next track?" Like
No
stuff.
way they say that.
Or listen, my in-laws have a house upstate, and for a long time they didn't have internet. They just got internet maybe a year or two ago.
Come on.
So my kids hated to go upstate.
Yeah.
because they had nothing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So when they first experienced TV, they were spoiled to home.
Yeah.
How do you rewind this? You can't rewind live TV. Oh, put on this. It's not on yet. You can't watch this now. Like they were so confused. But I try to keep that for them.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
There's going to be like the parent that says, "I'm not giving my kid a phone until that doesn't matter. The point is that what they do with it.
Yeah.
And it's the best invention ever. The internet, it has been the best invention ever. And also the worst at the same time.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that. It's good and bad.
It's good and
I
bad.
feel like the internet has
It's powerful.
it's definitely changed a lot, but it's definitely caused a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, for example, not to bring this up
Dating
again,
apps?
dating apps.
I knew you were going to say that.
the-
I'm
like, you know,
psychic.
the divorce rates. I feel like
Yeah,
the
but the
divorce
dating
rates
apps,
is so
are
high
you on the
because of that.
dating apps?
I
Do they look like the same
like,
person?
no.
Swear to God.
No, this is the problem with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing natural about dating anymore. There really isn't.
There
It's
isn't.
so hard
I
to
don't know. I
find.
haven't been out there.
Yeah, it's just so hard to find. That's why we go back to the
I don't know. I
nostalgia.
could go out there.
You know, we go back to the nostalgia of how things were back then because we literally
We
it was just
listen
a
to our
totally
parents say it.
Yeah,
And they talked around, holidays, whatever, about their times.
Right.
And then we're doing the same thing.
yeah.
We're talking about ours now.
Yeah, because you get stuck to your own ways, and the change, I guess, from when our parents experienced it,
Yeah.
we're feeling this now. because now our kids are gonna have a whole different ball game.
Think about it though. You know, we used to like back then. They used to get married in the mid-20s, have kids by 30.
That's right.
That does not happen anymore.
No one's getting married anymore.
No one's even having kids till sometimes till 40, or they're not. There's so many 40-year-olds out there with no kids.
Yeah, actually, we just spoke about this with my brother. A lot of people are not even getting married in churches anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're fading away from a
Or
lot
they're
of
just not
different
even.
things.
They're just
Yeah,
having a
they're-
family together, not even getting married. You know what I mean? Just because.
Well, again, listen, I believe in bringing back that nuclear family.
Absolutely, so do I. I'm always
and
going to be
we
old
have
school when it
to,
comes
yeah.
to that. Yeah.
Maybe you need to get younger guests. I'm leaving.
Yeah. No.
No, really, you got to bring back that family.
No, that's why I'm constantly putting out like old school stuff, because I always want to bring back
Yeah.
that nostalgia, that way of living. Because the way we are today, it's just
Yeah,
Growing up playing manhunt.
yeah.
that's it. Going outside,
Handball.
getting dirty.
I
Yeah,
don't even think my kids know what manhunt or handball
playing
is.
doctor. Oh, you guys
The
did
house. Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't know where my mind was. 7 minutes in
Oh
heaven.
my god! You just took the
Come
words out of my
on.
mouth.
Remember?
Damn it. Yep.
Making out
In the
playing
closet, right?
Spin the bottle.
Yep. Spin the bottle.
We'll get
Suck and blow.
I think my first
card.
kiss was
Suck and blow,
playing-
yeah.
My first
Nah,
kiss
that's
was
young for
spin
me.
the bottle. I think. Yeah.
Oh, that was
You know.
great.
That was awesome. I was like 10.
It always like. Who was the first girl you kissed, Sal?
I'm not mentioning that name now,
Okay, all right. She knows you.
but you know.
She knows you.
So yeah.
The first kid I kissed was Paige. His name was Paige.
His name was Paige.
Paige Esposito.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He was a male.
He's a male. He was a male, and that's how I became a Seattle Seahawks fan.
Oh okay.
I'm a Seahawks fan
Are you
because
really?
of him. Yeah. Because of
Wow.
him. My husband hates it, but yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
Nobody's a Seahawks fan.
I don't think I've ever met someone that said I
Yeah,
like
I-
Swear to
Seattle.
God, really?
Really? I never. I don't
I'll
think
get
I-
awkward ones like Buffalo.
Are you
or-
guys into sports?
No.
Are you? You're not.
No,
I am a little bit. I am.
I'm a big soccer fan.
Okay.
I watch soccer. I saw your face. You don't like that.
I mean, it's good. It's all right. Like you watch all the Italian teams. You don't watch any college football.
No.
So good.
No, college football. I've never been into. You know,
Okay.
I'm a big baseball. I've always been into baseball.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I used to be big on basketball, baseball, football. I could tell you every color of the team, every name of the person. I faded away from it. I feel like the more I kept watching and the years going on, the politics of the
Well,
sports.
there you go. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
becoming,
You're right.
It's becoming more as a joke. Like the whole. I'll say it. Like the whole.
What's how much he got? How much? What's his face got paid?
Soto?
when it's
Soto,
too
man.
much, too much.
I know.
That's
You
insane.
know, I was just talking about this with my brother. They were like Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
You know, he just
leaving,
turned down
yeah.
3 years, $70 million.
Yeah.
That's what the Mets offered him. And I'm thinking to myself, you motherfucker, like
How did you
$70
get-
million to play baseball for 3 years. This is why sometimes sports makes me
You
sick.
knew Soto wasn't into the Yankees when it was the game 5. They lost, and he's in the locker room
With his
talking
hat
about,
backwards, talking about, yeah, I
I'll
remember
go
that.
wherever they pay me.
Yeah. He's not even talking about. He
just wants the
He
money.
should have been like, you know what? We're just getting over this loss.
Exactly.
It's
Let
not the
me-
time to talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
No, he's had his hat backwards. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll go wherever they pay me. Where's the money?
Yeah.
It's just that was just bad timing, and you know,
That's the thing is, it's disgusting. The amount of money.
Yeah.
and just to turn down a certain amount of money, it's just
But it's same thing like with Hollywood now. You know, Hollywood trying to take over the political field.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that's horrible.
like who cares? I don't really give a shit. What you say, go sing. You got a great voice.
Yeah.
You know, I like your songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing.
People used to work hard to get there, and now today
Yeah.
it's like. But Nicole, I want to thank you for coming.
I want to thank you for having me, Frank.
No,
I drove an hour here and I passed Forest Hill, Queens, which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, I love the hats,
Thank you.
and as soon as she came in the door, she gave me an extra large dress. Don't worry, Frank, we're gonna fit you into that one.
No, it's good. It's good. It's for you.
So, bro,
Thanks, bro.
Tell everybody where could they find you?
So again, I'm on Instagram. It's NGP BROO and Nicole Greco-Peepas, the full name. I'm Italian and Greek. And I hear pitter patter. I hear footsteps. The kids are up. And again, I have an app, the NGP Method. It's on the App Store and on Google Play. If you want to start doing something at home with no weight, Try it.
That's awesome. Where can people find those hoops you have on?
The what? My hoops?
You have on.
That would be TJ Maxx.
Oh, those are nice.
Has anybody said they love your voice? The more I listen to you, you have a great voice.
Your
Thank you. I
voice
can't
is
stand
your
my
voice
voice.
is freaking awesome.
Listen, I smoked cigarettes for years.
Wow.
And when I moved out to Greece, he said to me, "You're not smoking in my house." And I go, "What? We live in fucking Europe. Everybody smokes. They smoke at a bank. They smoke here." And that's when Greece just went to the euro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
That's
Okay, when the
2000,
2004, when Greece had the Olympics, 2004, and all the smoking was getting out of the public buildings. I mean, you would walk into the bank, they're smoking. I went into the doctor's office to get a tuberculosis test to move into the country,
Yeah.
and he's smoking. Why I'm getting my chest X-rayed.
Yeah. That's how it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's smoking. But yeah, he said to me, "You're not smoking in my house." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So I put the patch on and it's like, I quit.
Yeah.
And I feel so great that I haven't in all these years.
It's been over a month. I haven't. I stopped.
Wait, no way, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
And I used-
Did you
actually-
smoke cigarettes or
I used to, and then I got stuck with the
you
vape.
smoke cigars?
I used to, but occasionally I have it. I heard you like cigars.
Yeah, I love cigars. I was going to bring some cigars for you guys and I forgot.
We should have another night and have a cigar night.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll bring Nick.
Got it.
Huh.
Thanks again,
Thank
bro.
you, baby.
Check out Nicole, Sal.
Grazie.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Nicole, thanks for coming. It was
Let's
great.
go have some cappuccino.
Okay,
Yep.
bro.